Hey, what is up, TWP fam? This is Phoenix, and I am joining you for my first video in TWP Gaming. Just for some announcements, since I can't see the screen and I don't have a good webcam, I'm currently going to be screen recording all of my stuff. So, in today's video, I will be showing you, or describing to you rather, how to play Hearthstone by Activision Blizzard. We will be using what's called the Hearthstone Access mod for NVDA, which is a screen reader, and the mod allows you to play Hearthstone to quite an extent actually. You can download the mod from hearthstoneaccess.github.io, and I'll provide that in the description as well. So, Hearthstone is a card building strategy game where your objective is to beat the opponent using cards, like Pokemon cards. So we'll be going through the practice mode to show you how do you play the game, and I'll be teaching you just some very basic core mechanics of the game. And once you get those, you can actually get most of the other stuff. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so before we begin, I'd like to talk about a few game mechanics. You have a few things that go on in your field. You have your hero and your opponent's hero. These heroes are basically your characters, and your goal is to get your opponent's hero down to 0 health. You can either do that by playing cards or attacking with minions. Cards are the ones that either summon minions or have a spell. A spell card is basically one that has an immediate effect, such as taking off health points or giving you armor, which is basically stuff that your opponent's minions or hero will have to break through before they get to you. And these can have an immediate effect, or they can fire immediately after a certain action occurs. Note that to play a card you need mana, which is like energy points. You get a certain amount of mana every turn. Like in turn 1 you get 1 mana, turn 2 2 mana, so on and so forth until turn 10. After which you only get 10 mana, so stop being that greedy. Note that also mana doesn't get retained after your previous turn, so don't spend it on that chips package you were planning to buy. You also have minions, as I said, which are basically like right-hand characters for you. And these are quite important because they have an attack and a defense value. Note that these minions can be on your side of the board and your opponent's. And note also that if you summon a minion immediately, they will not fire or they cannot be used until the next turn, although minions do not require mana to be played. Now this fact about the turn is wrong if the minion has charge or rush. Charge means it can immediately attack, and rush means it can immediately attack but it can only attack opponent minions. There are two other things that we have to consider related to minions. There is what's called taunt, which means, actually 3 things. Taunt, which means if you summon a minion with taunt, your opponent's minions or your opponent's hero will have to attack the minion, your minion first, before they can get to you. And you have to kill that minion. Note that this does not apply for spells and what's called hero power, which we'll get into a second. There's also battle cry, which means a certain action, such as sending a card into your hand, etc., will fire as soon as the minion is summoned. And there's death rattle, which means as soon as the minion dies, a certain action occurs. In spells, there's immediate and secret. Secret means it will only fire when a certain action occurs. Finally, there is hero power, which is basically just an ability that you have, and you and your opponent can sort of just play it, though your heroes require mana to do so, so don't just go and spam it. Alrighty.
Race 45.
With that being said, let's jump right into practice mode.
Play casual 2. Mode 3 of 10.
Modes, enter.
Choose a mode. Solo adventures 1 of 2.
Solo adventures. Apologies for any
Choose an
frame
adventure,
drops,
practice 1 of 3.
because I'm running quite a few things at the same time.
Choose your opponent's difficulty. Normal 1 of 2.
Let's play normal. Waiting for the deck thingy to pop up.
Practice.
There we go.
Choose your deck. Mage 10 of 10.
Okay, so we can navigate through the decks as can we navigate through almost everything in Hearthstone with the left and right arrows,
Warlock. Mage 10 of
and
10.
navigate up and down through the deck with the up and down arrows.
Level 19.
So this mage is level 19, so I'm going to hit enter on this.
Choose opponent. Mage 1 of 10. Hunter 2 of 10.
And let's
Warrior.
see.
Shaman 4 of 10.
Let's fight
Warrior 3 of 10. Hunter
Hunter.
2. Starting game. Please wait.
Now we wait. Apologies also for any fan noises that may leak through the microphone because this thing is basically running at entire rev up fan speed. That's why you shouldn't run games on a laptop that's not got dedicated graphics. Here we go.
Jaina versus Rexxar.
You start with 3 cards. You go first.
You asked for it.
Starting hand. Keep or replace cards. Spider Tank 1 of 3.
Alrighty. Now, a few things happened. The announcer announced the opponents and your names, and then the coin was flipped to decide who goes first. If you goes, or whoever goes first, in this case it's me, gets 3 cards. Whoever goes second gets 4 cards and the coin, which is basically 1 mana crystal that they can use at any time. Now you can navigate through cards and minions with the left and right arrows and read up and down them with the up and down arrows. So let's navigate through this. This is the mulligan round where we get to replace cards we don't like.
Spider Tank. Spider Tank
So
1 of
we've
3.
got this spider tank.
3 mana. 3/4. Mech.
It's 3 mana and 3/4 is 3 attack and 4 defense.
Minion. Common.
And it's a common minion. There are 4 types of minions: common, rare, epic, and legendary. You sort of will get what that means.
Spider Tank 2 of 3.
I want to replace this spider tank because I don't want 2 of
Will
those.
be replaced. Fireball 3 of 3.
And this fireball I want
4 mana. Deal 6 damage.
because that deals 6 damage. Now I'm going to hit enter. To replace a card or to set it to replace, I hit spacebar on it. So here we go.
You drew 1 Ice Barrier. Your turn. You have 1 mana. You drew 1 Sentential Master.
Alrighty. Now let's explore this board a bit. If you hit C,
Hand.
you can
Spider
see
Tank
your
1 of 4.
hand. If I hit V,
Your hero.
your hero shows.
30 health.
I can up and down arrow through this. Is 30 health.
China Proudmore.
And Jana Proudmore, that's my name. If I hit B,
You have no summoned
I
minions.
have no summoned minions. If I hit F,
Opponent's hero.
I can see my
30 health. Rexxar.
opponent's hero. And if I hit G,
Your opponent has no summoned minions.
no summoned minions. If I hit R,
Hero power. Fire blast.
this is my
2
hero
mana.
power.
Hero power. Deal 1 damage.
Quite useful. If I hit Shift plus R,
Opponent's hero power. Steady shot. 2 mana. Hero power. Deal 2 damage to the enemy hero.
this hurts actually. Now I can navigate through the valid place with tab and shift tab.
You have no valid plays.
I have nothing, so I'm just gonna hit E
Turn ended.
to end my
Opponent's
turn.
Your opponent drew 1 card. Turn ended. Your turn. You have 2 mana. You drew 1 mirror entity.
So neither of us had anything. Now,
And Spider Tank 1 of
let's
5.
see if I have
3,
anything
3,
that
4,
is-
4 mana. Mirror entity. 3
now
mana.
I don't have any 2 manas, but what I do have
Hero power. Fire
is
blast.
my hero power.
Choose a target.
Now say I want to target something. This is true for minions and spells. I can hit F to target the hero or G to target a certain minion and choose that with the left and right arrows.
Opponent's hero.
In this case, I'm just going to target the hero.
You used fire blast. Your opponent's hero took 1 damage. Turn
So
ended.
we've
Opponent's turn.
begun. Now I'm just going to sort of give commentary as we go
Your
along.
opponent drew 1 card. Your opponent used steady shot. Hero power. Deal 2 damage to the enemy
See,
hero.
now that's going to hit me. And this hurts, okay?
Your hero took 2 damage. Turn ended. Your turn. You have 3 mana. You drew 1 ethereal conjurer.
Okay.
And Spider Tank. Ice barrier.
You
Blue
know
6.
what I
Fireball 3
have?
up. Send. Mirror entity. Ethereal.
I have Spider Tank, which is 3 mana and 3/4 health, so I'm going to summon that. Now when summoning minions, the first minion that will appear on your board will be at the center, and minions subsequent will go on the right or left. So this one's going to go at the center. I'm going to hit enter.
You summon Spider Tank.
Unfortunately, I can't play. And that job's done just says you're done with your turn. So let's see what this
Turn
guy's
ended. Opponent's
got.
turn. Your opponent drew 1 card.
Please don't.
Your opponent summoned Raid Leader. 2 3 other minions at 1 attack.
Oh, see, all of his other minions, if they come
Turn
out,
ended.
have
Your
1
turn. You have 4 mana. You
attack.
drew 1 mirror entity.
Okay, one
And
more
Ice Bear.
card.
Send. Mirror entity.
I'm
Sentential
actually
Master
gonna
3 up.
summon
4
this
mana.
thing.
3/5.
Because it's got taunt. To check on some stuff, you can actually hit I to get information.
Taunt enemies must attack this minion.
And I'm gonna summon this.
Summon it to right.
Now, I can change where it's summoned with the... If I hit left,
Summon it to left.
left.
Summon it to right.
If I hit right, that's right. So now I'm gonna summon it to the right because guess what? I just like it. Listen to this sound though. I love this minion sound.
You summon Sentential Master.
Yeah. Now, I can actually use my Spider Tank. So if I go here,
Minions. Spider Tank 1 of 2.
I've got this. And if I hit enter,
Choose a target.
I'm actually gonna hit his minion. So G,
Opponent's minions. Raid Leader 1 of 1. 2 3.
because it's got 2 attack and 3 health. And enter.
Your spider tank attacked your opponent's raid leader. Your opponent's minion died.
That killed his minion.
Turn ended. Opponent's turn.
He to end the turn. So far,
Your opponent
so
drew 1
good.
card. Your opponent summoned raid leader. 2 3. Your other minions have 1 attack.
Oh, don't do this again, god damn it.
Turn ended. Your turn. You have 5 mana. You drew 1 Regil Resort Bomb.
Whatever.
And I spent mirror Regil 2 3 1 rush.
What I'm
Mirror
gonna
ended.
do
Ethereal Conjurer
is
406.
summon this.
5 mana 6 4. Battle cry. Discover a
Because
spell.
it's got Battle Cry, which remember, as soon as you summon it, something's gonna happen. In this case, Discover, which means it'll give me one of 3 options of cards to put in my hand immediately. So I'm gonna hit enter.
Summon at the right.
Yes, enter.
You summon the Ethereal Conjurer.
I got it.
Choose 1. Mirror entity 1 of 3.
So, 1 of 3 spells. I already have Mirror Entity, so no.
Flame Lance 2 of 3.
What is this?
5 mana. Deal 8 damage to a minion.
Delay damage, not that useful. Next.
Forgotten Torch 3 mana. Deal 3 damage. Shuffle a Roaring Torch into your deck and deal 6 damage.
Okay, this is useful, so I'm gonna hit enter on this. This comes into my
1 Forgotten
hand.
Torch was added to your hand. Minions. Spider tank 1 of 3. 3 2. Mech.
And I'm gonna play this.
Choose a target.
Hit
Opponent's
the hero.
Your spider tank attacked your opponent's hero. Your opponent's hero. Minions. Tangential master.
And I'm gonna
Choose a target.
I'm gonna hit, oh, let's see. Let's do the hero itself. What's,
Your tangential master attacked your opponent's hero.
let his minions actually hit ours.
Turn ended. Opponent's turn. Your opponent drew 1
Oh,
card.
we're building up an army. That's
Your
good.
opponent's raid leader attacked your tangential master.
That'll kill his minion.
Your opponent's minion died.
Very
Your opponent
good.
summoned Iron Forge Rifleman 2 2 battle cry. Deal 1 damage.
See, Battle Cry, deal 1 damage. Ouch.
Your ethereal conjurer took 1 damage.
Okay, fair.
Your
Whatever.
opponent plays a coin. Gain 1 mana crystal his turn only.
Oh, see, that coin comes into play now.
Your opponent gained 1 mana. Your opponent used steady shot. Hero power deal 2 damage to the
Oh
enemy hero.
god, stop it. I don't like that.
Your hero took 2 damage. Turn ended. Your turn. You have 6 mana. You drew 1 ice barrier.
Okay,
And ice barrier 1 of
I have
Fireball 2.
2
Mirror
ice
Mirror
barrier.
Red Healers. Forgotten Torch. Ice barrier 7 of 7.
I actually...
Forgotten 3. Deal 3 damage. Shuffle a Roaring Torch into your deck. You have 6 mana. Ice barrier 7 of 7. Forgotten
I
Red
have
Healers
an
Warthog,
idea.
2 3 rush.
I'm gonna get this. This has got Rush, by
Summon
the
to the
way.
right. You summon Red Healers
Then-
Warthog. And Fireball 2 of 6.
Fireball
Choose a
it
target.
is against the opponent's
play
hero.
Your opponent's hero took 6 damage. Opponent 17
Now he
health.
only has 17.
Minions. Spider tank 1 to 4.
Watch
3 2.
this.
Choose a target. Opponent.
He's
Your spider tank
gonna
attacked your
chop
opponent's
off
hero.
3 health.
Minions. Tangential master. Choose a target. Opponent.
Another 3
Your
health.
tangential master attacked your opponent's hero. Minions. Ethereal conjurer.
And
6 3.
this thing has
Choose a target.
6
I'll get him.
Your
attack.
ethereal conjurer attacked your opponent's hero.
Yeah.
Your opponent's hero took 6 damage. Opponent 5
Now
health.
he only has 5 health.
Minions. Red Hill Resort off 4 3 1 rush.
And I
Choose a
can
target.
use this.
Opponent's minions. Iron Forge Rifleman 1 to 1. 2 2.
This got 2-2. Let's just play it.
Your Red
I'm
Hill Resort attacked your opponent's Iron
sacrificing
Forge
my
Rifleman.
minion. Both minions
minions
died.
Turn ended.
But
Opponent's turn.
I can finish this game off in the next turn.
Your opponent drew 1 card. Your opponent summoned the latest match off 2 7.
Oh, that's got 7 health.
Your opponent used steady shot. Hero power deal 2 damage to the enemy hero.
That's fine. Now that's okay. I don't care.
Your hero took 2 damage. Turn ended.
Too
Your
late,
turn. You have 7
buddy.
mana. You drew 1 River Crocalist. And Ice Barrier 1. Mirror. Forgotten Torch
You
4
know
of
what?
6.
I'm just gonna play this.
Choose a target. Opponent.
Opponent's hero.
You played Forgotten Torch. 1 Roaring Torch was shuffled into your deck. Your opponent's hero took 3 damage. 2 health.
Yes, 2
and
health.
Ice Barrier 3 mana. Mirror Entity 2 of Mirror Entity. Ice Barrier 4. River Crocalist. Hero power. Fire Blast. Minions. Spider Tank 1
And
of
I'm
3.
just gonna play this
Choose a
minion.
target. Opponent.
I was just hitting tab.
Your Spider Tank attacked your opponent's
This
hero.
finishes him off.
Your opponent's hero took 3 damage. Your opponent's hero died.
Yeah, look at
win.
that. I did not fail on camera.
Press enter to continue.
Enter it is.
Practice. Choose your deck. Mage 10 of 10.
Now, this is just the basics. Of course, there's a lot in Hearthstone, like the online modes where there's time, there's battlegrounds, there's so many other modes, honestly, and there's so much to learn. With over 20 million people in this game, it's really cool. And I'll be making more videos on this game, so if you are interested, get subscribed to the channel right now, buddy, or else I will send my ancient minion after you. I'll link that video about someone else's guide down below because it's quite funny. Alright then fam, I will see you in the next one. Take care.